I'm at Cobo Community Centre, which is Castel, I believe, parish.
Castel, yep.
I'm with a candidate. Your name is?
My name's Russell Leconte.
Unconventional in a sense. I mean, you're very casually dressed, and I haven't seen your manifesto. I don't know what sort of issues have you put out.
My main issues are accountability in the States, accessibility of the States for people, and transparency. I'd like to see everyone given a fair shot, everybody treated equally, as it were, as we should be.
When you say everybody, do you mean the entire population? Because you've a lot of immigrants here who have work permit, 9 months contracts, that sort of thing. Would you like to see that ended?
No, I'd say anybody who is legally here on the island and has a stake in the profitability and the well-being of our island should be treated the same.
But should they have housing rights, employment rights?
That is a much trickier issue, and my main criteria for that would mainly be if they benefit the island.
Right.
If someone was to be of an unbeneficial nature to the island, for whatever reason, then I would judge it on that kind of basis.
Well, you're talking about transparency. Jersey has what is proving to be a very effective freedom of information law.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have quite the same here. You have a voluntary one, I gather. Is that the sort of thing you promote?
No, I would like to see mandatory freedom of information.
Yeah, well, that's what the Jersey system is, and so far, and I must say the Jersey press is using it and discovering information which wouldn't previously become available.
Mm-hmm.
So it does work, it can work,
yeah,
providing the government supports it.
Yeah, it's something as a government we need to support, because if people want to have trust in their government, they need to know that they won't hide things from them, things that are potentially important to them. And if you've got nothing to hide, why hide it? Quite simply, if you're not doing anything wrong, then you should have no worries about sharing information.
There's no party system here. Jersey has an embryo party system. What's your view on that?
I think the idea of people standing for a common cause could be beneficial. However, it would have to be managed. I wouldn't want to see it becoming about beating the other guy rather than doing what's best for the island. I think that would be my only criteria to it, that people stand for a common cause, but they do so with the best of intentions.
The UK's had a recent big fuss about declaring of parliamentary members' interests.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there should be, on the transparency issue, more disclosure of states' members' interests?
Of course. If you have a stake in a business, you should be impartial as a government member. You should not be seen to be favouring anybody, and you should maintain a distance. Personally, I would like to see people who are involved in politics, particularly in decision-making areas, to be completely neutral, to be withheld. Not the right, but certainly for while they're in term, they shouldn't be allowed to have things where they could have an influence.
They're reducing the number of states members here. Do you think it'll be sufficient if the number that they're talking about is 30? What did they talk, 40?
With 38 this year.
Will that be sufficient to run the show?
Without being inside the show, I can't tell you, I'm afraid. From an outside perspective, my opinion would be that the less number, the less chance of a gaggle of hens, I think. But there obviously is a minimum number required to run all the departments. So
one of what appears attractive about the Guernsey system is your old deputies.
Mm-hmm.
Now in Jersey they got 3 levels: constables, deputies, and senators. As far as the ordinary average Joe is concerned, they tend to go to their deputies. The senators and the constables get a bit of an easy ride, really. They do their own thing. They don't take up many constituents. Now, here, presumably, deputies, because they're all level, would get the fair share of what work needs to be done for constituencies, presumably.
Yes, they do. My personal definition of a politician is one who is a servant of all. And to my mind, if you have a problem that you haven't got another avenue to go to, you should be able to contact your representative and make a formal plea. So I think that it is quite right that the deputies take on that responsibility. It obviously is quite tough and time demanding, but that's what you're paid for, that's your job.
I noticed in the Guernsey Press today there was a report from the data commissioner, who's a joint Jersey-Guernsey enterprise. It's Emma Martins. Mm-hmm. She's based in Jersey, but she serves both. Do you think that sort of shared activity is a good idea?
dependent on the level of cooperation between the islands. If there's no cooperation, then that shared responsibility is pointless. The more we work together, the more the need for that sort of thing will be. So I think if we are looking to work together, which I hope we are, then that sort of thing is good. It's vital to bridge the two islands.
Do you have any contacts in Jersey, political contacts?
I don't know. I'm afraid I know very few people in Jersey. Sorry.
How has it gone today? Have you been encouraged by the public?
To be honest, I've spent most of today hiding from the public. I take a dim view to hanging around outside polling stations. I've only come here to vote myself, so I don't want to be seen to be swaying or preying on people as they come in. That's not my thing at all.
The Chief Minister is this patch, isn't he? This is his district.
It is, yep.
Well, I might catch him as well.
I would imagine if you go up to the design room, you'll find him there,
he'll be up there,
and a few others, yeah.
Okay, nice speaking to you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.